1 in 6 retail businesses are struggling to negotiate rent relief and want government-assisted arbitration to help them resolve their plight. The survey done by Retail New Zealand also shows some business owners are being threatened with having guarantees called in and eviction. Meanwhile, the government is being accused of playing politics as measures announced in June to assist tenants and landlords come to terms over rents and leases have still not come into effect. Harry Locke reports.
Carnage and unemployment is how Julie White of Hospitality New Zealand foresees the next few months ahead. That's if no new measures are introduced to help business owners negotiate new terms with their landlords.
We're just hoping that something's going to be announced sooner rather than later because there's going to be carnage. Carnage is going to come, and it's going to be closures, it's going to be employment, and that's a real concern.
A plan was announced in June, a fund which businesses could apply for and receive up to $6,000 to cover arbitration fees. Over a month and a bit later, not a single dollar has been spent. The Minister of Justice, Andrew Little, says it's disappointing no consensus has been reached within Cabinet. The disagreement is between coalition partners New Zealand First and Labour. While they agreed on the terms in early June, it never made it into Parliament. It was pulled, as the leader of New Zealand First, Winston Peters, said the terms of the legislation didn't match up to the terms of the agreement. That has still not been resolved within Cabinet. But at the same time, the head of Retail New Zealand, Greg HARFORD, says the issue is only becoming more pressing.
We've heard of some businesses that have been threatened with both having guarantees called in through their banks and indeed being evicted. They're not large numbers, but those threats are definitely there.
Andrew Little says he hopes an agreement on the fund will be finalised in the coming weeks. New Zealand First refused a request for comment. Hospitality NZ's Julie White says the delay is frustrating.
We're of the understanding that Minister Little was very keen to help out, but things have got delayed, and it's our understanding that this is politics. And again, we urge all parties, this isn't the time to play politics, this is the time to step up.
The head of the Property Council, which represents commercial landlords, Leonie Freeman, says the uncertainty means both landlords and tenants are stuck in limbo.
It's not clear on who is included. It's not clear on, what the basis of the agreement is. It's not totally clear whether, if you've already made an agreement, whether it has an opportunity to be relitigated. So I suppose it just means that some of the small tenants and small landlords are just waiting.
She says she doesn't know what to expect from the new legislation as she hasn't been consulted on it. While the government remains in a deadlock, there is concern that for some industries, arbitration is no longer the answer. A survey of tourism businesses around the country found 38% still need financial assistance for fixed costs, such as rents and leases. The chief executive of tourism industry AOTEAROA, Chris Roberts, says they need money, not arbitration with their landlords.
Even with a reduction in the rent, it may still be difficult for that tenant to survive. And of course, the landlord also has the right to get a return on their investment. So it's not just a matter of arbitration. There's also a very good case for direct government support for those businesses to make sure they're still viable.
Meanwhile, business owners are worried things will get even worse for them and their staff when the wage subsidy runs out on September 1st. For Checkpoint, Harry Locke.